repeat last
This
night.
meeting is being recorded.
Yeah. Hey, welcome everybody to Legacy Blueprint. Now we are doing a new member orientation. It's January 17th, 2026. And we are going to be going over a lot of stuff here on how to really plug into the community, how to understand all of the different categories and how to maximize those, the appropriate things to share, when and how to book extra presence on how to share about your business, service, product, or passion project, and how to become a guest speaker. And so that's super awesome. We're going to cover all of those things. So there's like 4 of you here. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, and I said 4 things. So each of you choose something that I said and make sure I cover it in the next like 15, 20 minutes. Is that cool? I've already forgotten everything I said I would cover. No, I'm just kidding. I remember. So anyway, I am honored to be here with you guys. So who am I? I'm Alan Pettit, and I have a sales experience background of 2.5 decades, so 24, 25 years. And I have sold everything from presenting workers' comp quotes for 2.1 million was the highest that I ever asked money for, from Stars, which is like when you go through HBO and Cinemax, so Stars is up there with them too. I quoted their workers' comp. That was a lot of fun. Like that was a lot. Woo! That was quite a sales process for that. But I've also done everything down to $25 a month for internet, as well as used cars, credit cards, you name it. I've probably sold it. And I don't say that to impress you guys. I'm just telling you, like, that's just what God has like given me the ability to know the different sales things. And just real quick, because this is relevant to the community, I actually make it a point to recreate my sales process every 2 years on purpose. So I'm up to date on the most recent trainings. Like recently, I'm going through NEPQ from Jeremy Minor, which is like 7th level sales. And I've been through Zig Ziglar training and Sandler sales, which are just like, Sandler sales, so good because it's very contrarian. So anyway, all that to say, and I kind of pick from each of those what I like, and I teach what I don't like. And then you get this very unique platform where you're building your legacy right now, which is why I call it Legacy Blueprint now. So basically, that's who I am. That's what I do. I teach sales from a Christian perspective. And so everything in the community really reflects that. So when you get in here, I've branded down because I also teach identity, and I've been life coached as well, but that's more the mastermind level. But anyway, all that to say, welcome to the community. I'm so glad to have you. It's my honor and privilege to serve you with high integrity, and results always follow when you do that. When you serve with integrity and you help people, results will follow. So, all right, so let's get going. So this is the community when you log in here. When you first joined, you saw my about page. And so this is always being updated as well. So I'm kind of like, updating that, adding some new stuff. I added a bunch of videos. Here's a video about the mastermind that I am putting together. And then a lot of testimonials, and then our Speaker Treasury. So let me just play this real quick.
The 2026 Speaker Treasury. 12 of the highest caliber speakers. Get brand deals with no social media follow. Building 9-figure empires. Viral posting and editing. Stack lines of revenue. 12 months of mentoring. Unleash your business potential. VIP access. Meet and greet. Reserve your seat now for the 2026 Speaker Treasury.
I can't wait for that. It actually starts next week, or not next week, but the end of this month, the 29th. We've got Rebecca Barrett speaking about CapCut, and then we've got Daryl Hannah talking about viral TikTok. So that's coming up. There's free sessions. There's 3 free sessions for that. And so more to come on that later in a separate video. But that's the only one that I wanted to share. And then here's just some basic information on what the community is about, but I'll be updating that soon to have more of a sales focus. Once you get in, these are the main navigation menu up here. If you're brand new to school and you've never been in school, I'm going to just be talking to people who have never been in school ever. And they found me on social media, and now they found me and they want to understand how to even do social media. So, or how to do school. So just bear with me for a few minutes. So community is where you're going to see like your basic thread, and you can just scroll forever. And as of January 17th, we've got like 13 pages of stuff to scroll through because I post kind of often, don't I, guys? Less often than I used to. When I first anyway, let me see. I gotta stay on task here. So anything that's pinned right here is going to be the most important thing that you need to read. Every day when you log in, the first thing you should do is go right to my pin posts. Those pin posts are usually there for only about 24 to 48 hours, unless it's super something important that I want to let hang for a while. And if it's hanging out there for more than a day, you should really make sure you watch that because it's either going to have something to do with high value, something that you could get deeper plugged in with the community, something where you're going to win something, or something where you just really need to read that. If it's there for more than 2 days, you really need to read that. Okay. And so there's up to 3 pinned posts. Right now, I just have one because we had a big hoopla last night and we had a big party. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Woo woo. Oh my goodness, that was so much fun. All right, next, you want to go and get familiar with the classroom, the calendar. If you want to know who's in the group, that's the members. If you want to know globally where we're all at, I mean, check this out. This is so cool. This is a global community. We've got my virtual assistant who's over here in Pakistan. And then we've got Namibia, South Africa, 6 people from South Africa in the group. That's so cool. And we've got our AI influencer, Candy, who is in Australia. And boy, more to come on her. Like, I am, wow. Okay, I'll just, I got to stay focused. Anyway, a lot coming with her that is going to change the way that for anyone who needs a faceless brand to have a real human avatar that's extremely hyper realistic, you got to check out Candy's content. And right now it's only $97, which is like extraordinary value for creating like basically a real person. I mean, I've done so many AI like Hey Jen and Nano Banana and all that stuff. Nothing compares to what she has built. Nothing. It's so realistic. So anyway, all that to say, and we've got some in the United Kingdom, Norway. So yeah, all over the world. Okay, so leaderboard is the next thing. This is so cool to check out, especially when I do like an engagement, like a most valuable an engager contest, which we just did, and Basil won that. So he's still going. He's got 60 points now. And here we go. Denise, numero dos. Woo woo. Anyway, and Don Schaefer. Look at all these guys. Joyce is in the house. Woo. All right, here we go. All right. Anyway, so that's the 7-day who's the leaders, 30 days who's the leaders, and then the all-time overall leader. I love the leaderboard. So cool. All right. So moving right along. Let's go back to classroom real quick. And you want to pay attention to this because you're going to start here. And you click on that, and this is going to go through. If you watch this first video right here, it's 16 minutes long. This is going to go through another version of what I'm sharing right now, but there might be some stuff that I cover in this that I forgot that I'm not covering today for the sake of time. So it's only 16 minutes long. And as with any of my videos, you can always watch them back at 2 times speed. Like I want to say that forever, every time, because, I know squirrel society that we live in, but basically you can play it here, and then I just want to show you. Go down to settings,
whatever time it is. Welcome to
and
Legacy
you can go down to 2x speed.
Now. This is a community that is starting a movement to make movements. That's our purpose here. We do that in a number of ways by helping you unlock your purpose if you don't know what.
Okay, so it sounds great, and you cut out all the in betweens and the pauses. I love the 2x speed thing. How to join live events. I do a quick video here on how to just simply get into the calendar, which I'll show in a second. And then I have sneak peeks right here into my paid modules. Like everything that I have like as a paid module, if you click on it, it's only going to give you a brief description and you can buy it like a paragraph. So what I've done is I actually pulled out and created extra pages here where you get more of a longer like video that really does more of a better job showing what the paid modules are about to see if you really want to invest in those or not. So this one is talking about the Speaker Treasury. Here's another Speaker Treasury. If you haven't watched this one, go watch it after this orientation, because this is Hannah Fletcher. She's with Selling with Confidence, and she's also with AIM, which is anti-influencer method. And this is about if you have no social media following, you can get brand deals. Like some companies will hire you, pay you $50 a video, $100 a video. Some of them even pay more than that. And they purposely make you start a brand new account with no followers in order to just make UGC for them, user generated content. I mean, it's like applying for a job. Now, listen, real quick. The reason why I'm taking time to explain this is so important for those of us who are in the digital growth community, or if you're starting a business and it's slow because no business, unless you're a network marketer and you can immediately pull a big, like, huge following into your new thing, or you're an influencer, you're not going to get a sale on day one. You're just not going to. What you need to have is a plan B where you get quick supplemental money that can keep you going so you can quit your job or stay away from full-time work, whatever your passion is, whatever your desire is. Doing these kind of brand deals, and also like Maria D teaches something very similar with Amazon influencer stuff, where she's going to be doing a meeting on that in a week from now on next Saturday. But anyway, at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But anyway, you got to be able to execute money that's low hanging fruit. And this is a solution that complements. It's not going to take up 100% of your time, maybe 2% of your time, but wouldn't you like to use 2% of your time and make an extra $100 for that day, like guaranteed, and not have to like post a video on social media and pray that someone buys from you? This you can control. That's why I teach it. That's why it's so important. So I think if you marry those together and put 90% of your effort into your main thing, then the two will eventually, you won't need to do this stuff anymore when your main stuff takes off. So it's just an infusion of money. All right, moving right along. And then you got Unlocking the Hidden Treasure, which is a paid small group session of 6 to 8 people with me. They meet weekly for 5 weeks straight, and we go over some original content for the book that I wrote, and it's registered with the Library of Congress. It's this one here, Unlocking the Hidden Treasure. And I put it into an online course format, and I added a bunch of extra modules to it. So it's a lot more value than just getting the book. I mean, you can get that book off of Amazon, by the way. I should put that link in here. And then we have our 12-month mastermind where you go like crazy deep with me. Like everything that I paid, like thousands of dollars to understand with Michelle O'Neill, plus being mentored by my 9-figure earner, Jim Barger. Everything I've pulled from both of those like 8 and 9-figure earners, I put together into a new mastermind. So there's a lot of stuff that I learned from Jim Barger that Michelle doesn't teach, because he's a different level of income than Michelle is, like higher level of income. So I just put that together in this. And as you can see, it is a $2,500 investment, but that's for 12 months. It's basically $500 a month, or $250 a month. But real quick, it covers a business execution strategy plan. That's a 90-day, 30-day, 6-month, 12-month. It also covers a case study where I help you with your KPIs. I coach you, keep you accountable for launching whatever your business plan is. And I teach you what your purpose is in life. If you don't know what it is, I teach you how to forgive people. I teach you how to preach the gospel in a way that you will make sure that if they come to the Lord, they're always going to stay in their faith. They're never going to fall away. It's called Step Up to Life. I'm actually wearing this shirt right here because I'm a leader with Step Up to Life. And it takes all the pressure off of you. Like if you've ever wondered, like, oh, I wonder if I preach the gospel right. I wonder if that seed fell on fertile ground or not. Well, this will remove all the doubt, because all you're doing is there's 5 steps that everyone falls onto. I learned to identify which step they're on, and your job as a Christian is to simply take them to the next step. And you would never take them from step 1 to step 5 of saving grace, because that's when people fall away from their faith. It's the same thing as being spiritually delivered as a preborn, too early, basically. You can miscarry a spiritual birth that way. Okay, you don't want to do that. And so this program teaches that. You get that in the mastermind. So I'm just holistically covering everything you could possibly cover in life. By the time you're done 12 months from now, woo! Wow, just saying. So it's worth it. And then I have the free stuff here. I'm just telling you the next steps, like do the Pillars of Christian Faith, the 30-day prayer challenge, and then how to fund your business with God first as a CEO, and then how to join us for live events. I have to always put this in here like 4 times because it's like, just in case you didn't read it above, here it is. This is how you join me for live events. Because as right now you're here with a live event, it's so much different than just scrolling through 13 pages of this. Okay. You got to be together. This is where it happens. And I try my absolute best to meet as much as I can for free, but this is a business. It's not a charity. So I have to charge for certain things so I can stay 100% focused on this business. So I hope you all understand that and give me grace there. All right. So moving right along, let's go into the categories now. I'm going to try to cover this in like 3 minutes. That should be enough time. And so if somebody has a timer, hold me accountable. Raise your hand when my 3 months are up, or 3 months. 3 minutes are up. Okay. So number one category is temperature time, question and answer. This is the default category. This is the one where you are going to put in all your questions. If you want to change something in the community, if you want to add something to the community, if you have feedback on how a workshop went, if you are excited about something or whatever the case, if there's any wish list of things. I used to make it so that you had to meet with me one-on-one to make the suggestions. And then I realized I never really liked the general discussion category. I just can't stand that because it doesn't have any, it doesn't mean anything. It's general, whatever. So I changed that to temperature time. This is my question and answer. So any feedback, that's why I put this first. Now, one thing real quick before I continue, the order that these are in are purposeful. The most important thing is temperature time, then daily devotionals, then mini mind minute, then business engine, then daily prayer hub, then announcements, and then so on, all the way down to wins. Okay. So if you're going to do anything and get plugged in here, make sure you pay attention to like these top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. Well, 7. The contests are pretty important too, but they don't happen very often. They're monthly. So if you get these first 6 things and you're going into these categories, you're going to get the most out of this You're going to get the most. This is what people aren't doing right now. They're not going in and clicking on daily devotionals when they start their day. And Denise, you do a brilliant job with yours. Donald, you do a brilliant job with yours. Like these 2 are like daily in here. Basil started putting some in here now. And so these are like utmost for your highest every single day. If it were me, I would start my day with this and then I would end. You're welcome. You do so good. You deserve it. If it were me, I'd start my day with the devotional and end with it. That's what I would do. And then you go to the mini mind, which is next. I got like 30 seconds to wrap this up. And these are everything that I teach, like the daily. I'm trying to do daily sales tactics and trainings for free. You get those right here in the mini mind. This is where you get equipped. Like if you have a gap, like if I were you and I had a gap in the sales process, like, oh, I'm not sure how to respond to a direct message in TikTok that's asking me something about the DGC, the digital growth community. I would immediately go to temperature time, Q&A, put that question in there. Hey, this is what somebody asked me. How do I respond? And then what I'll do is I'll answer it there, and then I'll go drop in the concept to mini mind. Because if you had the problem, everybody else will too. And then if you want to know how to do sales for free, you need to go to this one right here, the mini mind minutes. That's my secret, guys. Without having to invest and pay a bunch of money. I'm over 3 minutes. I'm sorry. Give me another minute. Daily business engine. Okay. So the minute minds are about everyone. Okay. Everyone benefits from that. Daily business engine is different. Daily business engine is about you. You are the focus there, not me, you. So you get to post your freebie. You get to post your business model. You get to post your passion project right here. If you were a world-class musician and you're trying to sell albums, you would post it here once per day, just like Donald is doing about his Donald talks about his global church thing. I said, hey, bro, you can post 1 per day every day if you want. And look at this. He's going after it. It's not spammy because it's only 1 per day. And I'm good with that because that helps my engagement and that helps our community rank go, which I think we're broke 700 finally in our rank. That's awesome. So here's the one from Todd Thornton. I would love to see one post from all of you right here at least once per year about your business in here. Seriously, the only exception to this is you cannot post about the digital growth community because there's so much of us that are in Legacy Builder. It's not relevant because we already have bought into it. And if anyone is going to buy into it, they need to buy into it through me. That's just how it is because I'm selling it and I'm the community owner. That's my only rule. But if you have any other side stuff that is like crocheting or whatever, post it in there once a day, especially freebies. I want to see this thing light up with freebies. This is the intro to the live business engine. I see something that I really like I'm going to have Don come on here and talk about his church security thing. This is where I get the idea of, okay, there's something here. I want to ask you to then it goes to the next level up, which is not only are you posting about it, then you get a captive audience like I have right now with you four. And it's like, now you get to talk to anyone who was interested. They're going to come to a live Zoom with us. And now you get to do a webinar. You get to do your own webinar right here in the community about your stuff, which is what Stephanie Z is going to be doing on Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. She's going to talk about Juice Plus and how you can build the business of Juice Plus. That's what the business engine is about. That is the point of it. It's about you, not me. It's about you. Okay, moving right along. Boy, I'm going on too long. Daily Prayer Hub is exactly what it looks like. You can put your prayer requests in there. You can put prayers in there. Like say you're an intercessor and you're like, oh, I really feel like I should pray about this for the community. Type it out and put it in there. That would be amazing. Announcements are pretty self-explanatory. You want to keep up on those. Contests are pretty self-explanatory. I think what I'm going to do is combine these two and I'm going to create a new category. And then new member introductions. I like to separate those and I am purposely doing one at a time for everyone. So that way they have their spotlight. It's my business mind saying, I don't want to be like those other communities that just, oh, welcome 10 people who just joined our community, but nobody knows them. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome. No, I would do these each individually by design. So that way, when you have someone join like Tommy D, who has an AI business, then Tommy D gets the microphone immediately when they join. How nice is that, right? You just join. And literally how I do this, it's a lot of fun for me, is I copy everything that they said in their challenge questions. I type up a welcome thing, but I don't post it. And so what I do is I hit accept over here, and then I immediately post it over here. So the very first second that they come into the community, boom, they're immediately welcomed. And they immediately can start talking about whatever they're doing in life. Because that's the first thing everybody wants to do. Oh, I just joined this community. I can't wait to spam everybody. I mean, most people shouldn't think that. But when you first join, you immediately get, hold on a second. That is really cool. I need to do better. Oh, yeah, it's a great idea. Please steal any of the ideas. Thank you, Michelle, for saying that. So when they first join, I immediately look at the questions I ask. These are by design. Let me know something about you. If I'm not sure if they're a spam bot or not, I mean, I look for like 11 or 12 things, and then I finally let them in. But if I'm still not sure and I'm taking a chance in faith, I always ask something about where they're at. Always. And I make it like nobody knows, but this is what I'm doing. And then I, not that this person, Tommy D, is a spam bot. I know this person because we were in the AI summit together. And sometimes I like ask anyway, because I just want to know for my own records what time zone they're in. That's why I ask this. I've decided to ask everyone it, because when I'm planning things out from when I'm going to meet with everybody, I try to think of the time zones. And so, and then, what are you hoping to get out of the community? I ask everybody that, because that's my question answer. That's what helps me immediately. Why did they join? What can I do differently? That's helping me. And then the third question is always about what they're doing. Because when they join my group, a lot of times in the challenge questions, they'll say what they're doing. And so I already know, and I already look at their profile to see if they have a community or not. And like in this case, she does not have a community. So, and if I see that they have a community, then I'll ask them in the third question, tell me about your community. Because I immediately want to give them the platform to talk about their community. So y'all think like, why does he post the way it is? That's the business model behind why I do the new member introductions like that. Okay. And also from the school ranking, for you community owners, if you do it the way I'm doing, it's more engaging posts. School likes it more. And that's why when I first started this school, I was ranked 8,212. If I remember the number right, it's like 8,200 in the money category. Let's just see what we are today. And by the way, that was on like November 28th, and it's January 17th right now. We're at 702. So I jumped from 8,200 all the way up to 702. We're so close to breaking 700. I've been waiting for a week and a half to break 700. Anyway. All right, so that's the a little bit of training there for the school community owners. I love it. Heart. I love it. Okay. All right. So here we go. And then we have this is the newest category that I just joined, that I just created, that I'm so pumped about. You guys don't even know this. I haven't made an announcement about it. It's live TikTok battle co-ops. So what this is if you're on TikTok, if you're not on TikTok, you need to get on TikTok. Or because there's a co-op option where you can co-share. If you don't, you have to have 1,000 members. If you don't have 1,000 followers, you can't do the battle. But if you have less than 1,000, you can do a co-host. So like me and Nakimili, you can I can make you a co-host. You get to come on my live and you can talk. We can see you. And we can everybody who's in my algorithm goes into your algorithm and vice versa. And it's like this way to really ramp up getting a bigger following. It works because I had a guy named Todd who's been in the DGC for like 2 years or something. He has 20,000 followers on his TikTok, and he came into my live. I made him co-host. I didn't even know I didn't even know him. I didn't know his following. And then all these people started coming in that are following him. And now I got more followers out of it because he was my co-host. I was like, I got to have everybody do this. Like, this is crazy great, especially for people who are very nervous about going live. This is it. This is a strategy that's going to change everything, because then you don't have to carry everything. The other person who has more experience can help with that and fill the gaps. I'm so excited to see how this goes. This is an experiment. Me and Matt Robbins have been doing it already, and we are killing it. It's awesome. We started this. He was at 3,000 for his followers. Now he's at 4,000 for TikTok followers. A lot of it's because we're co-hosting. It's crazy, right? That's so awesome. And I'm going to do it here with KJ, and he's in Norway. He's having a problem getting into the United States for his algorithm. I was like, well, I'm in the United States. Let me co-host with you. And he's excited. We would be doing it already, but he's sick right now too. So everybody's sick, right, Michelle? So I was like, hey, as soon as you feel better, let's co-host. Let's do it for a week. I'm going to go every day live with him. And I'm going to try to say as much as I can with keywords about the United States, about Nebraska or whatever. I'm going to say so many keywords when I'm with him that it should help to train his algorithm. I'm excited to see what happens. It's going to be cool. So anyway, so that is the categories. That's how you get through those. Okay. And so let's see here. Classroom we covered, categories we covered, calendar. This is so important. I've got a lot of live events because I want to have us have this be a real community where we're doing life together, because the real training, the real equipment happens in your face-to-face. You really get to know each other, the camaraderie. I mean, you guys are all going to be in the 1,000 True Fans group on the third Saturday of the month now. I'm so excited about that. How to build to 1,000 True Fans so you can make 10K, 5K a month or whatever. I can't wait. And by the way, guys, I found a free PDF of it, so you don't even need to buy the book. So I'm going to be giving you all that for free. So that's super cool. So anyway, man, free. Anyway, you get a car. Everybody gets a car. Okay. Anyway. All right. So this is so important because this calendar changes. So real quick, 9 a.m. We like freebies. I do too. That's why I like to give them away. So for instance, I'm today is the 17th. Whatever day is on is highlighted in red, which is super easy. And then if you're trying to plan out your week or the rest of your month, you just go to the calendar and you can go to the day. It just shows everything per day, what's going on. And this going live here, that's just me going live on TikTok. Just whoever wants to join me, whatever, that's cool. Because I teach a lot a lot of the workshops that I teach, I'm actually teaching this stuff for free in my TikTok lives. So just saying, if you want to save some money and you want to get some sales tactics, join me in my TikTok lives. That's for free. And I usually go 20 minutes, an hour. So you got to set aside some time, but just come and go as you can. But I would say they're lesser priority than these other things like the business engine. Whenever you see business engine, you want to come to that because you're going to get stuff that has not, some of it may have nothing to do with sales. Some of it may just be like, wow, that's really cool. And other things may have to do with sales, whatever. But this is about, you could have your own business engine. Okay. And this is my goal. I want you to have your own business engine where I give you, hand over the microphone. I want to give you the mic. So like this example is this Tuesday, January 20th, 9 a.m. You're going to join us via live on Zoom, and Stephanie Z is going to be covering the business model behind Juice Plus. And this is crazy. Like if you sign up now, it's like free to sign up for the membership. It's usually $52. If you sign up before the 31st, before the end of this month, you can join Juice Plus for free, which is super cool. And you can make like 100K at this stuff. There are millionaires that are selling Juice Plus. This is a company that's been going since 1997 or whatever, like 33 years. And I'm on it. It's crazy great. I mean, I'll let her cover it all because this is not what this meeting's about. But basically, this is all the information, and they have a path to make 100K. She's going to go over that. And then, yeah, it's super cool. So that's the business engine. And then over here, unlocking the hidden treasure. This is a course that you can buy for $27 from me. It's in the classroom. I'll show you that in a second. And we meet weekly for 5 weeks in a small group session with 6 to 8 people. And we go deep into everything. And I'll show you some of the content there in a moment. And here is everything that is going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday of this week. The triangular sales. Oh, I need to fix that. That's supposed to be pretty. Sorry. I hate to show things that are not pretty. Oh, that's not done either. Well, at least it's on the calendar. That's important. Boy, I've impressed you really with my no picture there. Anyway, so you've got 5 p.m. Central Standard Time triangular sales over there in Maria D's. This is a workshop. You got to come. It's awesome. And a lot of you won the VIP access. You get all 3 days and no charge when you won the VIP access last night. And so in the VIP access, you get to ask me firsthand what your burning questions are about sales, and I will solve the problem for you on the spot. Super cool. I only have time for 1 to 3 people to solve their problems, and that's it. So you got to make sure you go to the VIPs because those are only available. Replays are only available when you purchase this. And this is only $27 anyway. $27 for 3 days with me. It's like 6 hours. I mean, it's like crazy. It's just such a value. And basically what triangle sales is real quick, because I'm going to be doing this in multiple. This is the first group that I'm doing it in. I was asked by Matt Robbins to do it in his community next. And so we're going to go over to his community in like February, and we're going to do the same workshop again. But basically, this is really quick. If you have any reservations or doubts about how you do social media posting, 1 to many is the concept that I'm teaching. How to do your lives differently than anyone else does them, and how to convert. This is the major thing that's missing for the DGC is like, how do you actually sell someone when they send you a direct message? And TikTok, how do you respond to the emails correctly without losing the sales? And so I teach that because I'm used to one-on-one selling. I also can do 1 to many. So you get to learn all of that in the triangular sales. That's why it's 3 things. You learn 3 main concepts that makes a triangle. Anyway. And then we have the Speaker Treasury coming up next month, or excuse me, at the end of the month. And this is a monthly Speaker Treasury, which I believe I played the video for that already in the beginning of this orientation. I think I did when we were in the About page. So 12 speakers. You saw the commercial for it. It kicks off on the 29th, and it's going to be with Rebecca Barrett. She's teaching CapCut, and her Instagram is crazy. I mean, she does all the viral stuff, like you're jumping out of your phone and that kind of stuff. And you open the door and there's like a bunch of water there, and you jump into the water like there's fish swimming. She does so many cool things in CapCut. It's viral stuff. And then Daryl Hannah is going to be teaching viral TikTok. He's at over 300,000 followers between all of his TikToks, several viral videos that have gone viral for 10, 15, 20,000 views. I think he's hit over 1 million views on some of his views and some of his videos and stuff like that. So that's going to be super cool. And then next week, the week after that, we have Kim Tracy, who's going to be teaching everything you need to know about taxes and write-offs and bookkeeping. And that's going to be the first week of February. That's going to be on February 4th. Or anyway, I'm going to update the you got to keep up to date on the calendar. Okay, so that's the bottom line. So we're going to have 2 speaker treasuries back to back, like the end of January and then the first week of February. Boom, boom. All right, that's how I roll. Okay, and then the second week, it's either the second or third week of February. That's when I'm going to finally do my Frantic 5 framework. It's a 5-day free sessions for 5 days, and then they have a VIP session where you can upgrade for $197. But basically, you get a bonus 6 day with me. Only VIPs get a 6 day with me, and we are going to be killing it with that because that is high ticket sales closing. The reason why I call it the Frantic 5, because when you do my Frantic 5 framework, they are going to frantically grab their wallet and throw money at you. And that's literally what happens. They're going to throw $10,000 a shot at you because I'm going to teach you how to close a high ticket sale with no pressure and with high integrity. No one is training this. You can only get it from me. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so that's that and the calendar. And yeah, that's everything. So real quick, I want to end with 4 minutes. I'm going to go back to the classroom and then we'll open it up for any kind of questions people have. And then I have a super hard stop at 11. Like seriously, I got another appointment, so I can't go long. Okay, so appreciate your time. So here's all the free modules. This is the AI workflow. I'm an affiliate of Candy. And so anytime you go and buy the $97 package, it blesses me with 70% of that. So just keep that in mind. And if you want a faceless brand, go buy it. It's going to be awesome. So you can click on that and then it just kind of goes through all of the things that she offers with the workflow hub that she has. And it's just extraordinary stuff. Like if you just screenshot this or go back in, you want to check it out. You just click on this link and then it takes it to her stand store and then you just check out. It's that easy. So that's how that works. And then going back to the classroom up here, health and wellness, that's how you sign up for Juice Plus through me. So here's a video of me and Steph Z going over everything. So you can check that out. And then all the stuff you want to know about Juice Plus. I mean, look at all this stuff. This is crazy. All this stuff here, all the clinical studies, everything is awesome. And that's being updated. So just bear with me, have grace. And then if you want to know who everybody is, I'm slowly putting the meet and greets right here. So there's several in here. I got Don's is in here. We talk about his global church thing. Again, this is all about you. The meet and greets are a video meet and greet is a way to talk about what you're doing. That's another way to get the most out of this community. And then the business engine is my favorite, one of my favorites here. These are all of the business engines, all in one nice little bow-tied area. My classroom is where you really need to be. The thread is great because you're getting stuff real time, but the classroom is where you dig in. That's where everything's organized, easy to find. Okay, and then you go down here to Union Life. If you want to get deeper in your Christian faith, I'm slowly dropping things in there that I've learned from my mentors over the years. And one of my mentors started like 3 mega churches. Not that that's important, but he's blessed by God. He's the creator and founder of Step Up to Life. He's with Jesus now, but I teach a lot of his stuff. He was the underling of A.W. Tozer. So basically he took over A.W. Tozer's church in Chicago. But anyway, all right. And then the business resources are all my affiliate links. And this is a list of all the communities. If you have a community and I have not put it in here, tell me because I need to add it. I'm very behind on this. Okay. But I need to get all of your affiliate links for me to refer people to your community. If you're not in here, go through it and let me know. And I will give you another commercial. This is about you. Okay. And then let's see here. Okay, here's unlocking the hidden treasure. So when you click on this, you see how you only get a paragraph here. That's why I do that other promotional video. And so let me unlock it real quick, and then I got 1 minute to go over this here real quick. Here is how to get the most out of it. Here's the sessions, and this is the first session we had. And then here's a lot of the content. Look at all this crazy content. It's awesome. You got a real short few paragraphs, and then you have all these self-reflection questions. Look at these self-reflection. Take a screenshot of these. When you go through these self-reflection questions, this is the power of meeting in a small group. This is where the camaraderie happens. This is where the transformation comes. This is not just for I'm a new Christian. This is for pastors, deacons, church planners. It covers everybody, but it does start with if you're new in the faith. It starts there for like a half of a chapter, and then it just takes off. It starts going into advanced stuff. I'm even going to be dropping in a Rosetta Stone soon, which Gene is very excited about. Have you ever had people talk about Christianese terms that you have no idea what they mean? I must increase so that he decreases, and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be literally going through at least 100 terms, and I'll keep adding to it. That will take the term, and it's maybe biblical scriptures that you don't understand, like guard your heart, for it's the wellspring of your it's the wellspring of your, that is kind of what is the wellspring. What does that mean? So I'm going to be putting that in my Rosetta Stone. So it'll be put on a level where, we can understand it in plain English. It's super cool. But you get all this content in here. It's so good. I hope you all take a time and invest in this for $27 for 5 weeks with me. It's so cheap. And you get all of this content. I mean, it's literally a 100-page book plus the extra stuff that, wow. Anyway, so my time is up here. Let me see if there's anything else I didn't cover real quick. Here's the Frantic 5 framework. And so I'm going to be dropping this in here, how to quit your job and stuff like that. Oh, that's fun. So that's not quite done. I'm building it out because that'll be done in February. But you can purchase it now. It's $197. And then you have your six-figure earner or six-figure stuff. This extreme makeover thing is so cool. I go through system.io with Eric, and we have several videos on here where we're just like going over some deep dive stuff in system.io. So if you have any issues with your funnels and stuff like that, we fix everything in this. It's a fun, extreme makeover. Anyway, I just had a lot of fun with that. Oh my goodness. And then the VIP replays, the Speaker Treasury, lightning fast TikTok. That's pretty cool. I don't have time to cover that because we're going long. And so, yeah, that's everything that's going on. And I have covered everything that I want to cover in this case. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen and open up for questions for the next 8 minutes. Is there any questions at all? You can come off of mute. Michelle, you're in AIM also, anti-influencer method. Oh, isn't it great? She is so awesome. Oh, all those vetted opportunities for brand deals. Oh, game changer. So cool. I'm going to ask her to come. I'm just getting started too. And so I'm going to ask her to come speak for our community. Yeah. Woo, woo. That's going to be awesome. Woo, woo. I can't wait for that. Yeah. I'm going to put her into my Speaker Treasury because I still have 2 more speakers that I have room for this year. So I've booked like 10 people already. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. So I covered everything pretty thoroughly. I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat. Does anyone have any other questions about, let me ask this. Where are you in the journey of getting plugged into the community? Are you just going to the thread and looking at things? Are you actually understanding now that I've gone over the categories, how to use those correctly? And by the way, the other rule that we have is no politics. We don't talk about politics. I don't want to know if you're an independent. I don't want to know if you're a Democrat. I don't want to know if you're a Republican. We don't need to know that. It's divisive. So there's absolutely no politics talk in this community ever. Okay, so that's ground rule. And there's no spamming. The only time that you can talk about your business is in the categories that I described in there early in this video. So where are you in the process? Are you actually using the classroom? So let me ask you this. Raise your hand if you didn't realize there was so much in the classroom. Raise your hand. Nobody's raising their hand. So everybody knows everything in my classroom. Okay, that's good. Um, for people, okay, there we go. Michelle's raising her hand. Thank you. I appreciate that. When you are here in the classroom, I'm going to end with this. You need to do me a favor and do yourself a favor. As you're going through each module, it's so vitally important that you check mark this right here as done. When you finish that module, it's so important that you press done for several reasons. One, it saves your place. So when you come back, you know what you've done and what you haven't. All of you are in like 100 different communities. You don't want to go through all my content and be like, where was I again? Especially since some of you have had the VIP access now for a month, which means that 100% of everything that you would normally be charging for $250 a month is now unlocked. And by the way, there's probably close to 60 modules that you got. I mean, I have been bumping up this. There are so many modules that you in my VIP. It's crazy. You wouldn't want to go through that every time and waste your 30 days. Check mark each thing that when it's done. And what that'll also do is it tells the algorithm in Skool there's activity. That helps bring new people here. When this group gets bigger, you get more benefits because the more money that I make here, the more I give away. That's how it works. That you want to make sure this community grows because you will win money and those prizes are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. My goal is that by the end of this year, I'm going to award one person an all expense trip to wherever they want to go. That's like X amount of money. I'm hoping it's around $5,000 or $10,000 or whatever. I'm going to give it away to someone at the end of the year. That's my goal. If we can get to like 500 people in this community, I will do that. That's my commitment. Yeah, holy smokies. Yeah, exactly. You could win a 5 or 10K. It could be a cruise. It could be to Egypt. It could be where Jerusalem, wherever you want to go. I'm going to pay for that trip. It's going to be the apex of this year. And like, woo, woo, woo. But we can only get there. I can only give it away if we're at 500 people in the community. And we can do that. We're almost at 100 already. We're almost at 100 already. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be so cool. And more to come on that. And so the check mark makes everything, makes all the difference. And as a community owner, you guys who own communities, it's very nice to see the progress that people are doing because I can see everything you check mark. I can see it all. So yeah. All right, cool. Well, that's everything I have to cover here. And I know that this is not the end. This is only the beginning.
I
So
have a
once,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
With the hidden treasure, is that the one that's $27?
Yes.
Okay, I think
But
that's the one that I signed up for. When do you have the meetings for those?
thank you so much. So it was a very difficult thing to schedule it because there were so many different people with so many different schedules. Where we landed at was 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights, starting this upcoming Tuesday. Okay, so the next 5 weeks, starting January 20th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's the same time we'll meet every week, 7 p.m. Tuesdays.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Whew, that was a good question. Any other questions? You guys are so quiet. I just covered everything so thoroughly. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you with this then. I'm going to pray for us like I always do. If you do have a question, go right here to temperature time. Click on it and then click here, do your post. It's that simple. Any questions, always put them there. Okay. So it's a journey.
Question, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
The first one is with the meet and greet video. How do we submit that to you?
Oh, oh, my goodness. Thank you. What a great question. Very easy. Go over here to book a time with me right here. You just book a time with me. It's going to take you to my Calendly link, and then you will just choose whatever time frame is available. That all my schedule is on there. Click here for a 30-minute meeting, and then right here it'll populate all the days that I'm available. And I do try to do some times where it's 8 p.m. at night, like to accommodate for people overseas. And some of it's early. So there's a time frame for everyone. Good question. Awesome.
And then with the speaker, I forget what it's called, speaker series. Is that what it's called?
Speaker Treasury. Yep.
Speaker Treasury. With that, how do you? would it be that same process with booking a meeting with you if I wanted to discuss something for the community to benefit?
Yes, 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 yes. So the speaker treasury is a bit different because you got to be at least a six-figure earner to speak for that. And so, and what you would be, well, I don't know, maybe you're a six-figure earner, but I think probably what you're asking more is the business engine. So you would book a process, same with me. You would book a time with me right here, and then we would talk about whatever you want to do. So here's my offer to you, because I really got to get going. But you can book a time with me for 30 minutes. And if it's going to be something we can do in a 1 day webinar, we'll give you a business engine. If it's something that's so good, like with you, you got lots of things going on. You need to do a workshop here. You need to do a workshop. Please go book a time with me. I will give you anywhere from 3 to 5 days, deep dive, teach in my community, whatever you want. Because I trust you. So basically, I will give that to you. I would be happy to do that. We'll carve out a whole week if you want, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. We can do the VIP experience, whatever. It would be an infusion of money for you. It'll be great. I mean, I love it. I mean, that would be so cool. Or if you just want to do a free session for 3 days, and then people come over to your community and whatever. I want to help you launch a school community, big time. That's I love teaching school communities. That's what you get in my mastermind. But since you're awesome and you won the VIP stuff last night, I will help you launch your school community at no charge.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome. I know, right?
Definitely.
I love
Definitely
it.
a blessing on what you're doing. Just in the short time I've been in your community, I love everything that you're doing and your approach on how you're going about expanding your community. And I know that in the future, it's just going to continue to blossom and grow.
Thank you for seeing the vision. That's amazing. Yeah, you're what I'm looking for. You're one of the first 1,000 of awesome. I love it. I love it. And we're gonna make sure that you are successful and to a new level. That I know you're already successful, but we're gonna take it to the next level. It's gonna be awesome. Any other questions, real quick? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and pray us out right now, and then we'll end the recording and we'll go on about our days. Thank you, Lord, so much, God, for these people are just like seeing the vision. They're buying in and they know the value of what you are doing in this community. And so we give the glory and honor to you because it's rightfully where it should be. So, Lord God, would you just simply anoint and lift up these great servants of you that have jumped on board and have a full understanding now of how exactly to use this community to their benefit and most importantly to your benefit to grow your kingdom. So it is an honor and privilege to serve them however I can. I look forward to seeing them use the question answer, temperature time category and all the other categories, and having them set up business engines and having them set up workshops, and how this community could be a shared community where everyone benefits from everyone's amazing, valuable things that you have trained them in, that you have given them the passion to share. Abba Father, thank you so much for who you are. We lift you up. We love you. We receive tender, loving care and hugs from you, and that especially with us who aren't feeling well, that you would bless everyone with health, and that you would ignite wealth, not for personal gain, but for your kingdom to be built and financed. So may this be a movement. May it continue to ignite like no one has ever seen before. And I'm so glad to be there to serve these people. We bless and anoint everyone here. May you give them back 10 times the amount of time that they've invested here, and may they have anointed family time going forward for the rest of the day. We pray this in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it so much. You're amazing.